The blue-winged leaf bird feeds on small fruits at the canopy and middle story. The chestnut-breasted malkoha picks off large winged insects in the middle story. The common golden-back woodpecker prefers to start from the bottom of a tree and work upwards. Primates too enjoy fruits of the forest. The herbivorous dusky leaf monkey, with distinct white circles around its eyes, is also known as the spectacle langur. Another animal living in trees is the bat, making up nearly half of Malaysia's 280 mammal species. 18 of the species are fruit bats. These are nocturnal creatures, generally active after dark and sleeping during the day. When roosting in trees, bats hang upside down, using their feet to attach themselves to their perch. The park's hills and forests form a major catchment area, providing Penang's Teluk Bahang Dam with fresh water. Three small rivers flow into Meromictic Lake, the only one on the west coast of Peninsular Malaysia. Located at Pantai Kerachut, this unusual lake is 1 square kilometre in size. It is a rare natural lake resulting from a seasonal phenomenon. During low tides and dry seasons, the lake becomes a field of mudflats and hardy terrestrial grass. Plants must adapt to temporal changes in water quality, especially the salt content. On this hardened ground, the emerald dove forages for food, while crabs prefer to feed in more moist areas. During spring tides, sea water enters through a 1 meter wide opening to fill the lake slowly. Gastropods feed on the mud, deriving nutrition from decomposed plant fragments and other microorganisms. Several species of fish and prawns breed well in these waters, fresh water at the top and seawater at the bottom. The two layers never mix, hence the name Meromictic. Taman Negara Pulau Pinang is the only national park in Peninsular Malaysia with a coastal habitat. Along Malaysia's coastline, sandy beaches and rocky shores are among the common ecosystems. Rocky shores act as natural breakwaters, being frequently subjected to high winds and crashing waves. A tiered structured rocky shore also offers sheltered platforms, crevices and cliffs for vegetation and wildlife. The water monitor lizard, or biawak air, is Peninsular Malaysia's largest lizard. An excellent swimmer, it can remain underwater for up to half an hour. On land, the biawak's powerful leg muscles allow it to run faster than most of us can. Between low and high tide lines, barnacles and snails compete for food and space. Sandy shores also protect the hinterland from flood and erosion by absorbing wave energy via moving sands, changing their shape with the tides. Few plants grow on sandy beaches, largely because the surface is constantly shifting. But the deep and spreading roots of the sea lettuce or ambung-ambung, serve as an anchor in loose sand and prevent coastal erosion. These spreading shrubs bloom along the high tide marks of sandy beaches. When the flower opens, it appears as a half blossom. Seeds are dispersed when the berries float away with sea currents. Fruiting and flowering vines can also be found here. Another plant with a floating fruit is the sprawling sea oxeye or Serunai laut. Traditionally, it is used to treat skin diseases. There's abundant growth of the common seashore screw pine or pandan. The prickly palm-like plants have thick stems and can grow as high as 5 meters. The flower is unisexual, the two sexes occurring on different plants. A composite product of many flowers forms the fruit with an edible fleshy base high in carbohydrates. These are the lavender bouquets of the Straits rhododendron or senduduk, a free-flowering shrub. When ripe, the fruits and their numerous seeds become a meal for birds. Land crabs live on the intertidal areas of beaches. Unless the water is very well oxygenated, they will drown underwater. At low tide, they emerge from air-filled sand burrows to feed. Such constant burrowing cleans the beaches, recycling buried nutrients and dead organic matter. Within the park lies a Centre for Marine and Coastal Studies, University Science Malaysia's Muka Head Marine Research Station. Pantai Kerachut is among the few areas along Peninsular Malaysia's west coast where turtles nest. 2 species of marine turtles have been sighted here, the endangered green turtle and the olive ridley turtle. The green turtle gets its name from its greenish carapace. When egg-laying starts, the female is oblivious to her surroundings. She will lay about 100 eggs before making her way back to sea. After 45 to 60 days, the hatchlings will make their way back to the water, but face danger from crabs and birds.